A Kent mother whose teenage son took his own life says she wants to tell his story, however painful, if it helps to save lives. Tristan Taylor was 15 when he died last year. A so-called talking bench has now been installed in his favourite park to encourage others to open up about their mental health. Gemma Cayley-Smith is fundraising to help cover the costs of private counselling sessions for young people. Juliet Parkin reports.
Parents who have met in the most tragic of circumstances. Parents who have lost sons. Tristan Taylor was 15 when he was found dead in his bedroom just over a year ago. Elliott Holmes was 19 when he took his own life in 2020. This talking bench, installed in Tristan's memory and in his favourite colour, is designed to do just that, encourage young people to talk.
There is still a stigma of young men should be men's men, you know, they should not show emotion, they should not feel pain or hurt, they should just get on with it, and I think that's still something that's in society today.
Tristan was described as a music lover, funny, and whose friends thought the world of him. He had ADHD and had had some counselling, but during COVID it stopped. His mother feels it could have made a difference.
He never wrote a letter, never reached out to anybody that we're aware of to say what he was doing. It was just, like I say, I believe an impulsive act, and that was his answer to whatever it was that was in his mind at the time.
Gemma's been raising money for the Elliott Holmes Memorial Fund, which offers young people in the Gravesham area access to private mental health counselling. It was set up in 2020 following Elliott's death.
It's just a simple system where they can go on our website, self-refer, and they are they're booked in within sort of 7 to 10 days. And since April 2022, we have funded and helped 257 young people.
Gemma has also found support in Elliott's mum, Kerry.
I think unless you've lost a child, nobody understands. But we understand each other. I don't want anybody to go through what we've had to go through.
Elliott's friends say no one knew he was struggling.
Elliott was someone who you could go and talk to, who would cheer you up straight away and make you feel like you'd never have those kind of issues. And, you know, he was kind of the friend everyone needed, you know.
He's just like a kind soul. He had no bad bone in his body. He was just a lovely person inside and out.
The bench signposts young people towards charities and the fund's website. The families say it's been a whole community fundraising response to a mental health crisis. It's hoped simply talking can help save lives. Juliet Parkin, BBC South East Today, Hyam.
Well, our health correspondent Mark Norman is here. Mark, parents are trying to fund private mental health therapy for young people so they can bypass the NHS. But how long are waiting times for mental health therapy through the NHS?
Well, it's substantial. I mean, for a start, there's a substantial backlog. Then we've still got a substantial demand. And we've got some of the very latest figures given to us this afternoon. In Kent and Medway, little under 900 children, they say, are waiting for specialist support. Around 100 of those have waited more than 5 months for that support. In Sussex, they've given us slightly different figures. They took around nearly 6,500 children on their caseload. 1,100 on the waiting list, and the average waiting time around about 3 months. But before everyone phones us up, we know there are children waiting from assessment through to treatment for autism, sometimes waiting years, up to 2.5 years. For ADHD, the same sort of thing, 2 to 3 years. So it's the demand and the backlog problem, yet another thing to add to the list for this new government to try and look at as it tries and solves the problems in what it describes itself as a broken NHS.
Mark, thank you very much. And if you've been affected by the issues raised in Juliet's report, you can find details of organisations offering help at bbc.co.uk/action line, or call for free to hear recorded information.